invite you to relax into this sacred time and sacred space that you have created for yourself. I invite you to fully immerse yourself in this radical act of self-love, to step into your power, to become your own healer, your own shaman. So make yourself comfortable. Take a few deep breaths to prepare yourself for the journey ahead. And dive into this deep medicine of the imagination. Closing your eyes and bringing your awareness into the here and now, into this time and into this place. Into your body and into your breath. Because this is time for you. It's time to be, time to rest, relax, release, and recharge. Okay, big deep breath as we just sink into the journey there. Who is going to come forward first today for this healing work, please? See kind of like a stylized toadstool, and when I saw the toadstool, the very first thought that came into my head was, ooh, fairies, and then my eyes started twitching. And then I saw a different toadstool, like the shape of the toadstool changed and morphed, but I got a definite eye twitch confirmation there with the fairies. I haven't seen them yet, or haven't seen a fairy, but I get the sense that we are, big deep breath, working with the fairy realms today. The fairy realms and the magical mushroom realms. Okay, so who would like to come forward to come and help us today, please? Is there a fairy or fairies or fairy folk who would like to come forward for this healing work, please? Okay, so I'm being told that this healing for today is the healing of the inner child, the healing of your inner child. And the fairies very much connect with that childlike aspect of ourselves, the child within ourselves and the child that we once were. And so the fairies come to teach us about the magic of life, being playful, of simple, natural joys and pleasures. Come, fairies, show yourself, please. You seem to be quite shy today. I get the sense that they're around, but they're not showing themselves clearly at all. Is there one particular fairy who would like to come forward? Okay, so I have a fairy ally and her name is Isabella, And Isabella helps us to heal the inner child, the part of ourselves that was hurt and wounded when we were children. So Isabella, please come and show us, or show me, what is the work that is going to be done today. Okay, so Isabella is, I can see her now, she's fluttering around and she's waving her little wand. She's got like a little magic fairy wand, and she's just waving her wand around doing special fairy magic, and she's basically saying to me, you do not need to know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I can't tell you what I'm doing because it's special fairy magic. But it's good fairy magic. And it's special healing fairy magic for the inner child, for your inner child. Okay, now she's got some special fairy dust, sparkly magical fairy dust, and she's, big deep breath, she's sprinkling that fairy dust all over you. And as this fairy dust lands and settles, okay, she's telling me that this is special magical fairy dust which heals the wounds of the wounded child. Thank you, Isabella. Okay, now she's kind of showing me a feather quill, and she's talking to me about rhymes. And she's saying that we need to make up a rhyme to help the healing, to activate the magic and the dust. So again, we go into quite sort of childlike or childhood territory here. I feel like I'm being asked to, find a rhyme or a song or like a nursery rhyme. Okay, Isabella, do you have the rhyme? Do you have the rhyme that you can tell me? Okay, singing a song, make it short or long, sing it loud and sing it bright, sing it with joy and sing it with light, sing your song to make you shine, sing your song and you'll be fine. Brilliant. I can't remember that now. I can't remember how that started, but there we go, that's the song. So I would write it down, or simply take the advice. You know, you could write down what I just said there and put that to a tune, or put that to some rhythm, or make up your own song. Sing your own song, or pick your favourite song. Pick your favourite song to make you feel good. That's kind of the essence of what that little rhyme was about, wasn't it? Okay, Isabella, thank you for the rhyme. That was great. So we've had a special fairy magic wand waving, casting, fairy dust, and a special rhyme. Is there anything else that you have to share with us today? Any other? All right, I've got a unicorn appeared. Big white unicorn. Hello, unicorn. What's your gift for us today? Okay, so unicorn has come as a soul retrieval ally, and unicorn is going to go and find the pieces of soul that were lost in childhood. Okay, so I'm being told that this is connecting to the issue around addiction and the causal factor for addictions. Is this loss of our own soul energy, the loss of our own personal power, and that this is an underlying factor for addictions. in many ways we are seeking to try and fill the hole, the soul hole, with something else to make us feel better, but actually what we need is the piece of soul back. And so Unicorn is going to go and collect that piece of soul. And again, I'm being told that, you know, this fits in with the theme of healing the wounded child. How much do we see unicorns in popular culture at the moment? You know, there's unicorns everywhere, and little girls especially, well, even little boys. My little boy, both my boy and my girls, love unicorns. They absolutely love them. And there is a great fantasy of, you know, having your own pet unicorn. And so this unicorn, this white unicorn, is going off to collect the lost soul parts of the inner child, of the child, of your child self. And unicorn comes as a, you know, quite often soul parts that may have chosen to leave do so because they, especially child soul parts choose to leave because they don't feel loved, or they feel rejected, or they feel dishonored, they don't feel heard or listened to. And so when a soul part chooses to leave, sometimes it's quite difficult to get it to come back, because they're like, no, I don't want to come back. I've left because I wasn't happy. And we'll find those soul parts in places where, very often, where they were happy. So Unicorn, I think, is coming with a bit of emotional leverage to try and convince these child soul parts to come home to you. Big deep breath. And so as Unicorn goes off to find these inner child soul parts, I'm being shown that the unicorn's horn has special magic as well, much like the fairy's wand, much like Isabella's wand. This unicorn horn has some kind of special power. Unicorn, what's the special power of your horn? Magical healing. Okay, that's the answer, magical healing. So really, exactly like the fairy's wand, we've got a kind of two allies here that are bringing their brand of magical healing of the inner child, of the child self, to heal the wounds, to heal the wounded parts, the wounded child, and to bring them back in order to bring you to wholeness. Getting little shivers up and down my legs now. Very slight pain in my right hand. Kind of feel like these are the sensations of the soul parts landing, returning, reintegrating. And I'm being told that the soul parts that we lose in childhood, when we have these parts restored to us, you know, the gifts that they bring back to us are innocence and joy, childlike exuberance and fun and playfulness, and fantasy play, you know, imagination, magic, that kind of engagement with the possibilities, endless possibilities of potential through imagination and creativity and play. You know, this is the magic of childhood, isn't it? And so when we receive these childhood soul parts back, this is what we have restored to us. This is what is being restored to you. Okay, is there any more healing work that we need to do today, please? I'm being told no, just don't forget the magic. That's the message, don't forget the magic. And Isabella is just throwing handfuls of this sparkly magical fairy dust all over you now. Just like children do with glitter, you know, they like to throw it everywhere, don't they? And she's just getting handfuls of this special magical fairy dust, healing fairy dust, and she's just chucking it everywhere, throwing it up in the air, and it all landing all over you. And this is the incitement to remember the magic. It's hard not to remember the magic when you're covered in glitter, isn't it? Okay, thank you, Isabella, and thank you, Unicorn. And so I wish to thank all of those who have come and helped us in this healing work today. Thank you for the healing. Thank you for the healing. Thank you for the healing.
And now taking a few deep breaths. Coming back into this time and back into this place. Back into your body and back into your breath. Giving your fingers a little wiggle. Giving your toes a little wiggle. And stretching yourself out to return to the here and now. And I look forward to taking another soul journey with you soon. Lots of love, Joanna Joy.